Okay, I think we're ready.
Wonderful. Kevin, do you want to lead us off here with the rest of the people that are on?
Sure. Hi. Hello, everyone. This is Kevin Harrington. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, but before we do, I'd just like to thank everyone for being here, spending time with us today, because we have some really exciting information for you. You're going to hear in a few minutes. For those of you who don't know me, I just think you probably should hear a little bit about my background. It won't take long here, but just it goes back 30 years, actually. So over the last 30 years, I've helped launch over 500 products. I've had over $4 billion in sales. These sales have been in almost every category, from housewares to hardware, many celebrities, the George Foremans, the Jack LaLannes, Tony Littles. And I've been involved in my own companies. I had a company that went public back in the 90s, and then had a venture with Home Shopping Network called Home Shopping Network Direct, where I was CEO of that company with the Home Shopping Network. And that's actually what brought me here to Florida. I'm in the sunny state of Florida, Tampa, Florida. And I've been called the father of the infomercial industry. I'm the inventor of the infomercial also. But, back in the old days, I started because I saw bars on the screen on TVs late at night, and I said, why aren't they filling that, that channel that had bars on the screen? Their answer was, well, we don't have enough programming to put on TV on that particular channel. So I was, the guy that at first they thought I was crazy because I'm putting all these 30-minute commercials to fill that time, but this turned out to be gold. And, they were virtually giving away this time back in the early days, because it was 24 hours of blank time, and literally was buying this time for 99 cents a minute was what it turned out to be back in the early days. So, it wasn't such a crazy idea after all, I guess. It's been a great ride, billions of dollars in sales, made a little bit of money along the way. I made quite a few people very wealthy in the process. So, this is, what was very exciting to me along the way. So, I had a chance to start the Entrepreneurs Organization, EO, it's called today, with Michael Dell. We're in 45 countries, billions of dollars in sales of the members there. And, EO is a great organization. Actually started as YEO, the Young Entrepreneurs Organization. As we got older, we changed it to EO. So, great support group around the world. But I'm also author of the book Act Now: How I Turn Ideas into $1 Million Products. And, I've had, lots and lots of Tony Little products. That's done over $1 billion. And, I've actually, as a serial entrepreneur and investor, I've invested in over 300 businesses. And many of these have done very well. Not everyone has. So I'm not afraid to talk about failures and the reason why things don't succeed. And that gives me really, as the serial entrepreneur that I am, the ability to go up and down. That's one of the reasons why Mark Burnett invited me to be one of the founding sharks on the hit show Shark Tank. I'm now on the air running. It's been from the beginning on ABC to now CNBC, 5 years. Been on the air 175 segments. It's been a great, great run with the sharks. There's a total of 10 sharks, and I go all over the country speaking with the sharks, and was with Barbara Corcoran 2 weeks ago, Damon, John, and Herjavec 3 weeks before that, and before that, Kevin O'Leary, he and I on stage at the big Traffic and Conversion Summit out in the West Coast. So I have a lot of crazy products that I did on Shark Tank. One of my most successful, believe it or not, is a cat toilet training product called City Kitty, and that was one that went from $0 to $5 million in sales. Unbelievable that a cat toilet training product could do that. But this is all about what we're here to talk about today, because it's, I want to connect with you, the potential entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurs that are out there. And, this webinar is going to be exciting for me, and I'm glad that you're here to listen to this presentation. So Stick around at the end because we're going to talk a little Q&A at the end. If you have a burning question, please enter it into the question and answer box on your screen, and we'll get to those at the end. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to talk about how you can make a full-time income working part-time on the Internet. You're going to hear from several experts on how to do that, people that have built multiple successful businesses online that have done over $100 million in sales in the last 8 to 10 years. So they've been there, done it all. We're going to break down the success formulas into just that, a formula that anyone can model and follow, broken down into its simplest and most fundamental steps. And that's what I like. This is like a blueprint. It's a shortcut or a roadmap for online success. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to have an online business, making consistent money online from a product or service you created or you're selling, but you're not sure where to start, you're at the right place today. You're at the right place, the right time. Even if you've never thought about selling online, after today's presentation, you may change your mind. If you're already online, you're about to learn how to double, triple, or even 10x your sales with some simple strategies and technology tweaks that you can get there in record time if you follow our systems. So before we get started, I'm going to make a couple of announcements. Number one, there's a few income disclaimers. These are things that the lawyers make us talk about. You'll see these a lot of times in our infomercials too. You'll see on the screen some legal disclaimers that you can read. Just know that we're not making any income claims. We're not guaranteeing you're going to make any income. We're not lawyers or accountants offering any legal or accounting advice. Your results are obviously going to depend upon your efforts and you taking action. But I am going to tell you, you won't find a panel of experts to guide and teach you like this anywhere, so you're in the right place. With that said, I think we're ready to start. I'm really excited that you're here to be on this call and having the chance to meet my new business partners, Daniel and Brett. Guys, are you with us? Are you ready to go?
Absolutely, I'm here.
I'm here as well.
Great. Okay. We're going to be talking to Daniel and Brett. These two guys, I've recently invested in their company. I make investments every year, and I saw what they were doing, and I said, this one meets all the parameters that I look for. It's kind of in my sweet spot, dealing with entrepreneurs, dealing with continuity products. So they've developed amazing software that's helping online entrepreneurs succeed at a much higher level, and that's the best part because it's so simple to use. Anyone can use it. It's not complicated like many of the other platforms out there. Brett's going to share with you some strategies that are simple yet powerful, and the same strategies that he's used to build multiple six-figure, seven-figure online businesses. His latest venture, I think he said he did about $18 million in volume since the company started in 2004, and he sold that company recently last year. And Daniel, if you've ever seen him speak, he's one of the top speakers and sales experts in the world. He's on stages all over. He's done over $50 million in the last 10 years, so he's an expert in the art of selling. And he shared stages with the notables like Steve Forbes, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, Les Brown, just to name a few, and regularly speaks in front of thousands of people all over the world. He just got back from Singapore, and he's very powerful. So I'm glad to have him here and with us today. He's also worked with the Tony Robbins organization, helped improve their online webinar sales conversion. So together, they've teamed up to form SiteX Software, the next generation e-commerce email marketing platform with simple yet powerful tools designed to double, triple, and even 10x your sales online. So over the next 60 minutes or so, they're going to walk you through the success formula that they've used time and time again to generate success online and share with you some of the other success tools they're using now. So whether you're looking to make $300, $500 a month, make a car payment, maybe $2,000, $5,000 a month, that would be nice too. Maybe a mortgage payment. It can go even bigger. We're not making earnings claims, but hey, if you could make six figures or beyond, that would be unbelievable, and it is possible. So I'm going to let Brett tell you a story, how he got started in just a minute. You're definitely going to want to pay attention, probably take some notes, because he's going to be sharing some actionable steps that you can use to get started today on your own if you want to. So the best part, though, is that you don't need to be educated. You don't need a college degree. Anybody who has anything to sell. And anybody that's even passionate, even if you don't have it, we can show you how to get it. So if you're passionate enough about creating an information product and selling that product online, we're going to show you how to make money doing that. That's what we're talking about here. How you can either create your own product or take products that other people have, and they're going to pay for this, and we're going to show you how to find these. And we're going to show you how to find an expert in an area that you think will be profitable and even have them create the product. So I had a hard time getting both of these guys on the call because they're both super busy, speaking all over the place, Singapore and all around, going to marketing events, rubbing elbows with all the right guys in the internet marketing space. But I just wanted to say it because I don't know if I'll be able to get us all on this call again, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what they all have to say. I'm ready to turn this over now. So with that, Fred and Daniel, are you guys ready to get started?
Absolutely. Well, so everybody, attention, what we want to talk to you about is how to double, triple, even 10x your online sales. And so for those of you that are selling already, that may sound like a big number, but we're going to show you exactly how you can do that. And for those of you just thinking about getting started, this is something you want to pay attention to because we've done it and we're doing quite a bit in this realm. So this is definitely something you want to pay attention to. It can add to your bottom line regardless of what you're selling, what you're not selling, and so pay attention either way. Some of the reasons to pay attention that is because these strategies have allowed me to build multiple companies online and even sell my last company last year. And more importantly, it can help you make a lot more money online. So these are real tried and true strategies that anybody can use. So some of the reasons you might hear about people talk about the internet lifestyle, but it is a great lifestyle. You know, we make our own hours, we work from wherever we want to, and so these are some of the reasons that for those of you that are not selling online yet, that you want to pay attention because now is the best time ever to get started marketing online. Despite the fact that it's been ongoing for the last 14, 15 years, the tools now are better than ever. The technology is more amazing than ever to sell online, and we didn't have the majority of these tools to make it easier even just a few short years ago. So the other great advantage that you have is that the international markets are just starting to open up. We've been speaking all over the world, and primarily Daniel, but I was in South Africa with him recently, Singapore last year, and all of these things that we're teaching you, they don't know about yet. So it's a huge advantage, a huge leg up to start targeting these other markets, and one of the great ways to do that is with Facebook and their targeting tools. We're not going to get into that here today. We've got other strategies to teach you, but the point is that you can create as little or as much income that you want, and as hard as you want to work. If you just want to have a few extra $1,000s a month, up to a few $100,000 a month, people are doing it, and there's more opportunity than ever to do this. And so one of the other things we like to talk about is business is also a great vehicle for giving back. You know, it's not just about making a lot of money and living the lifestyle. It's also, for us anyway, it's about giving back and using business as a vehicle to do that. So just a question for everybody here on the call that's listening in, how would you like to give back and do more? Here's some examples just in the last few years where I was able to raise over $121,000 for various charities, the American Breast Cancer Foundation, Make-A-Wish, and even spent a week on Necker Island with Richard Branson for raising some money for his charities, and also donated and built homes in Haiti for the earthquake. And Daniel, do you want to just talk for a minute about some of the things you're working on, and then we'll dive right into the material here, folks.
Absolutely, and part of being able to make a big difference in the world and your businesses that you're bringing online, or any of you that are already entrepreneurs, you know that when you have enough capital, you can give back, and that's one of the reasons why we love working with Kevin and that I partnered up with Brett here, is because there is a bigger heart out there. There's bigger things that we can do. And myself, I sit on the board of directors for Big Brothers Big Sisters here in the United States, and so we are very excited to show you some of the tools that we use to increase our value, to increase sales, and to ultimately grow our businesses so we can do more in the world to help and leave a legacy, not just for us, but for our families, and to help some people along the way. Brett, if you want to take the next slide. So, Brett, you want to say a little bit about your background? Okay. I'll say a little bit about Brett's background. Brett is an amazing
Sorry,
man.
folks. I had it muted.
Some time. He started. Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. So this is a new platform for us. So just a little bit about us, so you know who you're talking to, and that you know that we've been through this and are qualified to teach you. You know, I've been selling online since 1999, and I've done over 20 million in sales since then. And my most recent company was a financial education company that we actually took to zero to the Inc. 500 in under 3 years. So that was quite an accomplishment, and so just the point is that you can if you hit the right market, you can do quite a lot of great things online. We grew that to 19 employees, 2 offices, and but then I realized, you know, it wasn't what I wanted to do. It's a quick secret about the stock market and Wall Street is it's always a bull market, and the question is which end of the bull. So it's not something I wanted to do long term, and decided it was time to move on and to do something I could really help people with and share the knowledge that I knew they could be successful with. So that's kind of a start of how we got here. And Daniel, why don't you just give a little background on yourself, and then folks, we'll get right into the strategy.
No worries. Kevin just said that I just returned from Singapore. Yeah, I was just on stage literally last week at National Achievers Congress, and was with Nick Vujicic. This guy's got no arms, no legs. All he's got is 2 toes on his left foot. And I got to tell you, he was super motivational, even for everybody in the room, and to me as well, because if you don't have any arms, no legs, you have absolutely no limits. This guy runs 2 multi-million-dollar businesses. Anyways, I just want you to know that if he can do it, everybody in the planet can do it. And so I was just with Kevin up at TEDx recently. Flew up, and so you can see us there together. Kevin is an amazing entrepreneur and has done just billions and billions of sales and helped a lot of entrepreneurs take their businesses to the next level. And that's why we're here to really take you to the next level as well with some awesome tools. So Brett and I, when we looked around, we found out that there was a lot of confusion in the world, and people were trying to get online but just couldn't really do it. The automated tools weren't there, or if there were tools, that they were cumbersome and took a lot of time, energy, and mainly a lot of money. And so we invested and took over a company. We bought a company that had some great technology, but we started really changing that technology to make it simple, fast, and easy for you to bring your businesses online. Brett, do you want to say a few more words of that?
Well, the problem was in doing a lot of online, we realized, and I experienced this also, that there weren't any great tools to make things simple and to accomplish the things that we wanted to do. And we tried all the big ones out there, and I had the same issues that many people had, and at the same time wanted something better. So we decided to create our own company, and we found one that had simple tools. At the time, we just wanted more tools to build in our business, so we bought the company, and in the process, we built the platform that we would use. So what we wanted to share with you is the platform that we use, and we're going to show you some examples of inside of this that are the backbone of these strategies that can 2x, 3x, even 10x your sales. So Cydeck is an e-commerce and email marketing platform that is a next-generation tool that makes your life simple by automating the sales and marketing process. So our mission is to make online selling simple. A great concept. Now we're going to dive into the content here, so I want to pay attention, because one of the critical concepts and the core concepts that we teach is the concept of V-selling. So if you picture the letter V, the mistake that most people make is when giving their initial offer, they let people leave, or when somebody leaves their initial offer, they don't do anything to bring them back into the fold where you can then try and convert them or get them into the funnel. So whereas 65 to 85% of people are abandoning at this point, it makes sense to re-engage them at that point of greatest indecision. So we've innovated technology that you can offer a downsell in the form of an exit pop-up that we'll show you. But even no matter what you're using, we want to make this generic enough that anyone can use these principles. Think about how you can offer a downsell offer from the offer page or the sales page, even all the way down to a free trial, because what are the chances of them taking any of your upsell offers on the back end if you don't get them into the funnel, engaged at some level, even if it's free? Because then and only then can you offer them your upsell offers, which is really where the money's made. And if you have any doubts about that, if this is a new concept to you, we're going to show you some examples that'll change your mind for good. So with that, why don't we dive into the first sales conversion secret that we're going to share with you today. I alluded to it a minute ago, but this one feature and this one strategy has reduced order form abandonment by 80% plus and increased revenue by 50%. So regardless of what you think about exit pop-ups, these are very effective, and you won't normally find them on the order form. Why? Because that's where people are most likely to abandon. So we've added technology to let you do that, and some platforms you can add it to, so think about how you can add it into your platform if you're already using something. But the point is that then and only then to get them into your back end of your V and the upsell. One of the cool things about this new feature, which I'll show an example of in a moment, is that you can now add video. So imagine that you have the ability to show somebody a video when they try to leave your order page that says, hey, wait a minute, here's another offer for you to consider. But even without video, this one case study increased sales revenue by 52% just by offering 20% off on the order form. So think about that for a minute. Whatever it is you're selling, by offering them a better deal if they try to leave, will increase sales on average about 50% just by giving them that better offer and, again, pushing them through your order funnel. So let's take a quick look at an example. So here's an order form that we've created that we're running right now. If somebody were to go leave this page, they would see an exit pop-up like this. Hey, wait a minute, sign up today and save $300 and we'll even waive the setup fee. This is an old offer, but an example of how this can work to bring people back in to the fold. So that's one secret we've used to increase sales by 50%. Daniel, do you want to talk about our next secret here, which is a big one that we've innovated recently and people are going to love?
This is a great, it's called a appearing order form, and we have recently done this with Kevin on a couple of things that we're working on, and it shows that he's talking about a product or a service, and all of a sudden, very quickly, he'll get to a point in his presentation which can be set up by anybody, super easy with our software. Normally, if you were to do this on anything else, it would take a lot of time and energy to put this together, but literally with a simple drop down and time delay. He's talking here about a product and service, and Brett, if you'll click it, what will happen is an order form will show up just down below. So with a video sales letter or a video sale of some sort, what can happen is all of a sudden you can start talking through the order form, and instead of people leaving, I don't know if you've had that happen to you before, if you've been on something, all of a sudden you want to order it, you click off, and it takes you to a different website. Well, now this will actually be on the same website or on the same platform, and will allow you to now talk through the order form and get people to the next place where you can say, okay, well, now enter your credit card information and move on and start coming on board with us. So, Brett, go to the next.
The key thing about this, folks, is if you've ever seen a page where there's one of those appearing buy buttons, the problem with those appearing buy buttons is when somebody clicks on them, they're no longer hearing the video message. They're no longer in that trance that they were in listening to the expert. In this case, when the order form itself appears, now at the precise moment, and in this example, Kevin says the company I want to tell you about is Cydeck Software. This order form will appear, and he can walk them through why they should sign up for a free trial and all the benefits of doing that without leaving the page, because when they leave the page, they're no longer listening to your story. So it's a powerful new feature that's also increasing sales by 20%. But the big one here that we've innovated, and some of the other ones we're going to talk about, are one-click upsells and downsells. Now, if you're not familiar with one-click upsells and downsells, you've seen them when you order things from TV, or the upsell is when you go to McDonald's and they offer you French fries afterward. Obvious, right? If you're not using it in your business, you're leaving money on the table. So with our platform, we make it easy and simple to create multiple upsell and downsell offers where the customer doesn't have to re-enter their information. You can use this for high price offers, free trials, continuity, anything that you want to add to the back end once you get them into your V. And the great way to increase sales is with video. So some of the results we've seen are up to 100% increases in immediate sales. So a $400 order might turn into an $800 order, but over time, if you offer multiple free trials, in addition, we've seen up to 1,000% increases in annualized order value. So, for example, this is one offer that we made people as an upsell. This is our upsell template with video, and this is a template that is consistently outperformed, all above the fold where they don't have to scroll down. Headline, video, security seals, and add to cart button. This has resulted in hundreds of thousands of sales, which we'll show you examples of. So think about how you can be adding upsells in your business. Now, many of you, let's just be honest, many of you are familiar with this concept, but it's difficult, it's complicated to create order forms and upsells on the fly. And literally, you can do that in minutes with our platform. So why to do it? Well, again, you've seen the big infomercial companies doing this. The truth is they don't make their money on the front-end offer. Kevin can probably attest to this. That's why they show you 6 or 7 or 8 upsells on the back end, because that's really where they make their money. So think about how you can be using this strategy in your company or in your online business, but also keep in mind how easy it is or how difficult it is to do that. As an example, this is $1,408,388 in upsells and downsells for one product. Now, this does not even include the initial product, and this was several years ago in a financial trading industry, so these are not typical results, but think about that. This was $1,400,000 that we would not have brought in if we hadn't have had this one feature. So one thing I want to talk about too, and this is really exciting, I'm just going to dive right into this. So nobody else has this. So the last things we've talked about are not exactly new, and although we're doing them in new ways, this is something that's brand new. Nobody else is doing it. Imagine if you had the ability to offer a discount on your order page once somebody clicks the buy button and give them $10 off or 20% off or whatever you want them to do if they share it on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. We have this ability so that when your customer clicks on the buy button, it can now pop up on and automatically give them the opportunity to share on their Facebook feed that they've just bought your product. So unfortunately, this is exclusive to our platform, and although it's a great idea, you probably won't find it anywhere else. So it's something that is definitely increasing conversions in our platform. So these are just some other features. We're not going to really get into it in detail, but some of the easy form builders that we have inside the platform. But one quick thing that we want to mention too, because this is something else that's coming, is that recently I found an article in USA Today that said nearly 60% of Facebook's ad revenue is now coming from mobile ads. 60%. So how many people think that they want to click on an ad on their mobile device and then key in their credit card information once they get to the order form? That's not fun, right? So what we've done is we've innovated and integrated rather with a company that is the leading company in one-click mobile technology. So within the next week or two, we're going to have one-click mobile tools. By the time you're watching this, if you are watching on a replay, then we'll already have it built in so that somebody seeing an ad on their mobile device will be able to click once and their information is uploaded and they bought your product. So we just want to share with you, and Daniel, if you want to come on, because this is some of our user base worldwide. We're not just local.
Yes, what's really great about the tool and what we've been able to do is in other economies, of course, outside the United States, we've found out that mobile and the ability, if you can bring through all these here, right here, Brett, is that people are really coming online fast, especially in Asia, China, Europe, and South Africa, just to name a few really great spots. And if you're calling in from there, you know the opportunity is huge. And so we have users that are worldwide, all over the world, and so you want to know that we're tried and tested in many parts of the world. If you can bring up the next slide, Brett. And we're being used by some major experts that are out there in the internet space, and you can go see facebook.com/Sitex software if you want to see any of those and start seeing some of the major users that are using us. And Brett, if you will just introduce some of the expert marketers that are really crushing it with Sitex software.
So if you haven't heard of us, you're going to start hearing a lot more about Sitex. We've got 7-figure business earners using Sitex and have been using it quietly over the last few years. We've just launched this year and late last year into the public and have getting a lot of people coming over from other platforms and getting some great feedback, including some of the people you see there. One great case study is this gentleman who has generated over $1.7 million in revenue over 18 months using our platform. He's a big proponent of our system, and so just pointing out that we're not new or untested. I've personally run over $18 million through this system, and I wouldn't use anything else. So what we're getting at is that this is something you want to be using in your business no matter what you're using now. or if you're not selling online, you want to come on board and try this. We have a great advisory board. These are just some of the world-renowned experts that are behind us. You'll recognize some of them possibly, but innovators and pioneers in the internet space, including former senior vice president of ClickBank, including one of the early pioneers who had a top 10 trafficked website, investors, philanthropists, people who've raised over $1 billion in revenue for other companies, and of course Kevin Harrington and his business partner Laurel Langmeyer, who is in The Secret. So we have quite a great team behind us, and we're growing fast. So folks, what we want to talk to you about here in a moment is how you can get on board with SciDeck. So let's talk a little bit about what is SciDeck and what is included if you're wondering what's inside of this system. So it handles all of the parts of your business that you would need to run and make money online, from sales management, payment processing, and a key difference is that we're integrating with third-party technologies that we don't want to actually rebuild. So not only payment processors like AuthorizeNet and PayPal, but also Bitcoin through the BitPay network. You can make sales through using Bitcoin, using our platform, or Amazon payments, or all of these new payment processors that are coming out like Coin and Square. These are coming online, and we're integrating with these, including membership site softwares like Wishlist, Kajabi, and some other ones that are popular. We've got an excellent affiliate management portal, very easy to use. We've got reporting and analytics dashboards that are enterprise level and give you visual ideas of where your business is going, how to run your business, what are your sales next month, next week, not only what happened last month and last week. Tracking tools for ad tracking. Businesses owners or large business owners often say they know only half of their ads are profitable, they just don't know which half. We give you the tools to track all of your ads, whether they're online, offline, even an airplane banner if you wanted to, and know where your ad revenue is coming from. We've got a robust email marketing platform based on the SendGrid network, so your emails will get delivered. It's the same platform used by Uber, Spotify, Airbnb, and some of the biggest companies out there. So these are some of the differences in our platform and why SciDeck is a great choice for running your business, not only for the tools that can help make you more money, but because of the cost and some of the innovative tools that nobody else has, like our social conversion, social sharing discounts, our one-click mobile payments, and these integrations that I've just mentioned. So SciDeck is an all-in-one technology to run your business at an affordable cost that makes online selling simple. Here's a look at our visual dashboard so you can find exactly what you're looking for within the system, and an example of one of our sales pages. So just a quick look at the inside of this platform. Nothing intimidating, nothing confusing. You don't need to go to a 3-day seminar to learn how to use it or outsource to an expensive IT person to do it all for you. It runs all of the important aspects of your business, from email to payments to membership site software, affiliates, and in the end, makes you more money. Some of the integrations that we've implemented, you can see on the left, we've got a lot of new integrations coming, including mobile, social, Twitter, Facebook. Bottom line, we're innovating faster than anybody else. We're adding the tools that you need to be successful online, and you're not going to find in these other systems, even at 10 times the price. Daniel, do you want to chime in here?
Yeah, sure. So when it comes right down to it, how many of you want to make more money in your business, or would like to just start making money in your business? And who would like to have more time to be able to enjoy it with your friends and family? And that's really what coming online is all about, and building an online business. When you have the tools that allow you to automate the majority of your business, then it allows you to start doubling and tripling your online sales and really start taking your business to the next level. So starting today is really the best time to do it. Now, there are a few things that we're going to talk about here today that are going to allow you to potentially take on this opportunity. And right now, Brett, why don't you walk through those specific things?
So our normal subscriptions are $97 a month, $1,000 a year, or a lifetime offer. We're not going to talk about that today, but what we did want to talk about is how to get started. So there are two options here, and let me just say that if you knew what I knew about this system, there is no reason you wouldn't want to get involved or at least try it out, because we've put hundreds of thousands of dollars into building this as exactly as we would want it as marketers, and we've proven that it works. So option one is you can get a free trial for $97 a month after the first 30 days. So you're getting 30 days free of Cytec, and we're also going to throw in a web bonus or a video bonus called Webinar Secrets and the QVC style close. This is one of the strategies I used in my last company to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars and routinely getting 15 to 30% conversions on our webinars. Folks, we've been doing webinars since 2005 and have probably done it every way possible, every wrong way possible before figuring out the right way and using tools like time-bound, quantity-bound, scarcity, and let's just be honest, it's not something you're going to find in this platform. It's going to be something that you haven't heard before. So we're going to give you that. We're also going to give you access to our Internet MBA course, which we'll talk about in a minute. But option two is you can sign up for $97 today and get 2 months free of Cytec. So instead of a month, if you're serious and you want to build your business and you want to try us out, you can get signed up for $97 today, get 2 months free of Cytec, but you're also going to get the Internet MBA that I mentioned, which is a $997 course. We'll give you some more information about that in a minute. Well, Daniel, why don't you tell them a little about the Internet MBA, and then I'll talk about the video bonuses with option two.
Perfect. Well, you know what? The Internet MBA was literally about how to help people start from nothing and really build out their business by mastering that business acceleration that really takes a business from 0 to Inc. 500. So back in my old life, I was what was called a Six Sigma black belt, and we used to dissect processes of successful parts of business. Well, when I met up with Brett and we were really looking at what built a great Inc. 500 business, I started breaking down exactly into 9 very specific steps what you need to do in order to build a business that will bring you from 0 to Inc. 500 over the next 3 years. And we created the Internet MBA. We've launched this internationally as well as domestically, and normally sells for about $3,000. What we've done is repackage that into a step-by-step 9-month program that you can do every month, boom, 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 boom. Or if you've got more time, you can get on it and do it a lot faster. And what that's going to do is just be on top of the Cytec platform, allow you to just kind of fill in the blanks inside of your Cytec platform using the Internet MBA and building your business. It's very powerful, and it's something we're going to allow anybody who joins today, because of our relationship with Kevin and knowing that you guys are on here and changing your business, we're going to let you get started with that right away and start hopping on, start building out your company so you can start making money as fast as possible.
Awesome, great. Yes, so again, we've taught this class as far away as Singapore, Malaysia, and South Africa. So if you are brand new in internet marketing, you get this course. It's 7 modules, 9 hours, all through the formula MP5MS squared of how to start in an online business and to start at the right place and to work all the way through to a profitable business that you can run and get online and making money in the comfort of your own home or however you want to do that. For the other bonuses, though, for those that are more advanced, in option 2, if you are coming on and you're serious, get the $97 package today. You can also get these 3 video bonuses, the webinar conversion secrets and the QVC style close I mentioned. We would routinely do $10,000 up to $100,000 on webinars, and these are the secrets of how we would do these in our business. The video contest, the American Idol effect, I guarantee you haven't seen this anywhere else. This is how we doubled conversions on a $2,500 coaching package by offering video contests and what we like to call the American Idol effect. So we'll talk to you and tell you exactly how that works. It would be a great strategy for Facebook, and nobody's been doing it yet. The third is video contests. Sorry, I've got that in there twice. It looks like we have multi-million-dollar upsell secrets, which is the third opportunity here, and the upsell secrets are really how we've generated millions of dollars by doing effective upsells and putting people through the proper funnels. So to recap, option 1 is this opportunity here. Let me just go back up. It's for a free trial, and you get 30 days free. Option 2, now we don't expect you to read how to do those links, folks. We're going to post that, and Daniel, if you could post that in the chat, or I'll post that in the chat momentarily. But we wanted to tell you about these different options here, and option 2 is $97 today. You get 2 months free, and then you can continue on and go from there. So I'll just post these into the chat, and then we will give this a kind of final wrap-up here. So again, special today-only bonuses, and also for the first 5 to take option 2, just because we don't have all the time in the world to do the private coaching. We're going to do a half-an-hour private coaching with myself or Daniel, and 3 months of group coaching. So we are making us available, making our time available. We have private coaching students in South Africa and other areas that paid us up to $10,000 to partner with us, and so our time is very valuable. But we want to create success stories. We want you guys to succeed. We want you using SciDeck and telling other people, so that's why we wanted to make this a real no-brainer for everybody on the call. So with that, let's kind of turn it over. Any other comments, Daniel? And maybe Kevin can come back on and give us a wrap-up here.
This is great, everyone. I'm excited to start working with some of you to start moving this forward in your businesses. And so, Kevin, if you can kind of wrap us up here today, it would be great.
Yeah. So I wanted to say it's an incredible package for anybody that's listening. And I've been getting to know the whole internet marketing space now for the last few years, and I can tell you that I have not seen this kind of information or experience in the tools anywhere, and how easy you make it. To be out in the marketplace for this kind of a price is unheard of. So I think it's really designed for any level of online business owner or marketer. And I would have to estimate that just about everybody on this webinar is either already selling online or moving towards it. It's really a global phenomenon, and it's still in its infancy worldwide. So like we said before, you're at the right place at the right time. If you are already doing online marketing, there's still a ton of information you can use here, incredible tools to take your business to the next level. I just think you guys did an amazing job, both Brett and Daniel. Thanks for sharing all this information with us today. It was pretty eye-opening for me. I've been around, a bunch of years selling products on TV and shooting infomercials, but it's amazing to see. I learned something today, and I hope everybody else on this call did also. So I want to thank everyone for joining us and investing their time today, because I have to think about it. Can you imagine? There's a lot of intelligent folks out there. The three of us here, we've been in business, for a long time. I invested in your company, and I would not have done it if it was some kind of a get-rich-quick scheme or, something just to turn it on and make money right away. This is a platform and a roadmap to follow that really gives a step-by-step proven success formula with the Internet MBA that anybody can copy and plug into their business, take their idea, run with it, build a new business around that idea, maybe even kicking something like this around for a while. Now you know that you're going to have all the tools and resources to make it a reality with the SciDeck system. And I know personally a number of people that are making anywhere from a few $1,000s a month to some cases where actually there's some people making 6 figures a month with online marketing. So, there's people out there. I know we've all seen some of the big hitters. They make from millions to tens of millions of dollars in sales a year. So it all comes down to finding the right idea, the right product, the right market. And we know that people are always looking for solutions to their problems. And then you find that solution. Now let's scale it to the next, with the right tools and leverage your time. So, again, just a quick income disclaimer, because I'm the conservative guy out there. I don't mind investing a little bit of money here and there, but I just want to make sure that anybody that's listening, we're not promising that you're going to earn any huge incomes. If you could just use this to do a little bit extra each day, maybe it's a car payment, maybe it's a mortgage payment, who knows. But like with many things, your results using this information will depend upon your efforts. So we're not going to guarantee any income, any future income from this, but we are going to tell you that your success depends on you. So I'm going to ask you, make sure that you believe in yourself. Make sure that you are ready to roll. Because if you get any of the core elements wrong at the start, you're doomed. And I've seen that happen too many times. People too often make critical mistakes. So I'm going to recommend, don't wait until it's too late to take advantage of this. Order online. Use the link we're putting up in the chat window, or you can copy down the URL on the slide. Well, what you want to do now is to click on that now so the page is open, but you may want to hold off on hitting the order button right now, because I believe there may be an important video message when you sign up. So just tune in for that, okay? And again, you can get started for nothing down today, get your first 30 days free, and you can pay just $97 and get 90 days of service. That's like getting 2 months free and getting all the amazing bonuses described. But keep in mind, you're still going to have 30 days either way to evaluate the system, and there is a 100% full money-back guarantee, so you're not taking any risk at all. This is a real no-brainer. You're even getting the Internet MBA for free, which alone is worth close to $1,000, $997. So again, the first 10 people who sign up for the 90-day, $97 special are going to get 3 months of group coaching and a free 30-minute strategy session with Fred to talk about your business idea, and how to build your dream online like tens of thousands of other people are doing right now on the Internet. So click that link right now, get registered as soon as we're off this presentation, and that's a wrap, guys. Most of, well, maybe not. I know you got something else to say. Do you have a couple last-minute thoughts before we close it down?
Yeah, sure, Kevin. I just want to talk to everybody at a personal level, everybody who's here, because I want you to imagine that I'm talking directly to you individually, because I really am. And what I'm going to tell you here is this works. You just have to put some time in and nurture your idea, because we've taken all the guesswork out of this process. We've given you the tools to succeed at any level that you're already doing business. So once you've decided on what you're going to market, and we show you how to find the right market and what products to market and how to identify those in our Internet MBA course, which you're getting for free for those of you that are just starting out. Plus, you're getting this simple yet very powerful tool in SiteX software, which you can't get anywhere else. Some of these features nobody else has. And it's the same platform that I've used to build an Inc. 500, one of the fastest growing privately held companies in the country, and into the millions of dollars in revenue using this exact software. And I got to tell you, I wish I had some of the tools that we've recently added when I was doing that and building the business, because we would have built it a whole lot bigger. But you have to get started somewhere. You've got to get started today, not later, not next month, or when this or that happens. You need to get started right away, because, folks, the road called someday, it leads to a town called nowhere. And if I hadn't taken that first step years ago and started out in the direction of my dreams online, that I wouldn't be here talking to you today. I wouldn't have had a lot of the things I have today, and most importantly, the personal time and financial freedoms that I enjoy, and you can too. But if you want to get where you want to go, to achieve your dreams and to make them into reality, whatever they may be, you have to start right now. You can't wait till tomorrow, next week, and keep putting it off. You really can't wait for someday, because, again, that leads nowhere. So get started today. Invest $97 in yourself, in your future business, in your future successes online, and just think about it. What if you do this, and what if it works, and what if in 3 or 6 or even 12 months you have your own successful online business, making you a few thousand to tens of thousands of dollars per month, because it can happen, and I've seen it over and over again. Ask yourself, would that make a difference in your life? And most, if not all, successful Internet marketers that I know that spending their time, or most, if not all, the successful marketers that I know do spend the time as they want, working from home, working and spending their time with their family, their kids, their pets, all over the world. And I got to tell you, it's a great quality of life and worth every penny that you invest to get started.
Yeah, that's right, everyone. And I just wanted to add, for those of you that might be sitting on the fence, here's what I encourage you to do. Just take that first step and get started. Register at the link that we have for you. Just take that first step. We've provided for the $97 90-day option, and then you have 30 days to decide if you want to continue on or if it's just not for you. That's plenty of time to dive in for a few hours, one weekend or an evening this next week, and get a feel for it. So do that right now. And for those of you who aren't ready to take the $97 90-day option, you can still get started with the free 30-day option. and you still get access to the Internet MBA as well. But I don't recommend that option because, as you know, we only value what we pay for. By putting skin in the game, and because we want you to be successful with this. We want you to have all the tools available, and you get both the group coaching and the personal strategy session with Brett and I if you take the $97 option. It's a far better deal, and it's only $97, which is a no-brainer considering our system. There are other systems out there that will charge you as much as $2,000 just to get started, and then $300 a month. Or they'll even take a percentage of your monthly sales, but we don't do that. We've realized that this is great. So find the link in your chat window and click on that right now so you at least have the page open. It won't close this presentation, but just so you have it open and know where to get started. So I think that's about it, Kevin and Brett. We really enjoyed talking to everyone, and we know everyone got some value out of today's presentation. We look forward to personally working with some of you and many of you and hoping you grow your businesses online, because that's really what we're all very, very passionate about, is helping entrepreneurs make their dreams come true online. Thanks again for having us, Kevin. It was awesome. And thank you, everyone, for spending time with us today. I hope you found it valuable. And back to you, Kevin.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming and doing this today. I've learned a lot. It's been great. It's been powerful. And thank you, everyone, who stayed with us till the end of the call. We really appreciate you. And also congratulations to everyone who's already got started, because one last time we put that link in the chat, so be sure to click on that now so that you have the information in order window open to get started right away. I know you're going to love this platform. It's why I got involved personally with the company, because the tools and the technology they're offering are going to help a lot of business owners succeed online and at a very affordable price. So this is something that I personally get really excited about, and I want to personally encourage everyone to start doing this as another way to bring in even more money on top of whatever else you're earning now. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Brett, Daniel, and here's Kevin signing off for now. Everyone, have a great day.